the single leg RDL to row, you can use a long TheraBand. You can use an anchor under your foot, kind of like how we're going to use this one. I also love to use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So you're going to perform the classic single leg RDL. My planted leg is going to be my working leg. I'm going to have the weight or the band in the opposite hand of my working leg. So it'll be my left hand if I'm performing this right RDL. So the typical RDL, I'm going to have this leg planted. This leg is going to initiate my hinging motion by going backwards into extension. You can see that creates a nice neutral position for my low back as I start to go back into this position. If I just hinge first, you can see that puts me in a little bit more flexion at my low back, but I can make this more hip hinge type of movement by extending back. And now I feel that that articulation through my hip and not my back. So it just promotes a bit more of a neutral spine if I kick back that way. So the row comes in by placing the band around my stationary foot. I'm gonna perform my RDL, sinking closer. I have some tension here, and I'm gonna row with this opposite arm before returning. So with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, it would just be in my hand the whole time, and I would just drop down. Once I reach my point where I would return to my position, I'm just gonna perform a single armed row in that position, and then return. Lost my balance there, that's okay. Learn from those mistakes. It just means that we're challenging ourselves enough if we're losing our balance. So we want to make sure we can continue to get consecutive reps so that's not too difficult for our balance though. You can also challenge it by being on a softer surface. This yoga mat will offer a bit more of a compliant surface and really challenge the foot intrinsics in your balance there. An easier way would be doing it on something a bit more stable.